I strongly dislike the New Zealand government. Since being elected, they have pursued a donor-serving, anti-worker policy agenda. They have repeatedly screwed over ordinary people to serve the wealthy elite. They seem to have no serious vision for the country. They seem to have no serious solutions to the many problems that we face. They don't seem to take their position seriously. They shamelessly exploit their power to improve things for themselves and the rich elites that fund them. It is not a very good state of affairs. But no government is exclusively good or exclusively evil, and I believe in giving credit where credit is due. So what good has this government done? The government has done some good things. It is hard to be wrong about everything. Even a bad government will occasionally get something right. And this government has gotten some things right. They abolished the Labour Party's proposed hate speech laws. This was a good thing. The hate speech laws were a massive threat to freedom of speech. And these hate speech laws defended religion. Belief systems should not be given legal protection from harsh criticism. Hate speech laws have become increasingly ridiculous in other countries and have resulted in outrageous legal penalties. We must not go down that illiberal path. Abolishing the proposed hate speech laws was absolutely the right thing to do. At the core of the government's agenda was its tax cut policy. The government adjusted tax brackets in accordance with inflation to provide a significant tax cut. And I support this policy. Bracket creep is a real issue. Inflation pushes people into higher tax brackets when their actual spending power is not increasing. The government was right to adjust tax brackets to address this issue. Of course, I don't like how the government funded this policy. They borrowed more money. They cut numerous important government jobs and services. If they had a spine, they would have funded their tax cuts by increasing taxes on the wealthy. They should have redistributed the tax burden to fund their tax cuts. Of course they did not do this, as this would anger their donors. I support the tax cuts, but unfortunately the way they funded them was politically and financially irresponsible. Notably, the government has also banned greyhound racing. I support this policy. The sport is notoriously inhumane, and abolishing it was long overdue. Labour should have abolished it ages ago. The government has also continued to provide aid to Ukraine. I strongly support this. Ukraine is fighting against a large aggressor. We must seek a rules-based international order. That means supporting those who face unjust aggression. The government has done some good things. What individual politician within the government has done the most good? In my view, there is only one man who stands out. Winston Peters. There are many things that I despise about Winston Peters. He imports mindless American culture wars, he has always appealed to prejudice, and he is arguably corrupt. But he has been a forceful good within this government. He has stopped them from raising the retirement age. He has prevented the removal of the foreign buyers ban. He has reduced the depth of the cuts. He has made the government better than it would otherwise be. He was also the Minister for Racing, who presided over the ban on greyhound racing. Winston Peters is not some great man. He should never be viewed as an ideal. But within this government, he has been a force for good, because many of the politicians in government are far worse than him. I am an opponent of this government, but I will give them credit when they deserve it. That is what it means to be a principled and rational commentator. The realm of political commentary is increasingly overrun by mindless partisan hacks. We desperately need to change that. We need principled political engagement.